Welcome to Alaya, place of connection and awareness. Rashairokan si vish tatan. Venira klasujan de Vishnu, Karimna kasa. Ena sukleshon de pasha. Nemi no kisha deva noksa. Kanira kraso yunshudeva ta. Kish taban kanush takainatsa. The consciousness that you are, that I am, is something that we have above others that are still wandering around in darkness. That's beliefs, concepts, and conditions. So, to allow ourselves to become more, there's some things that we do. No fear, no resistance, no attachment. The intellect says, oh, that's too hard. But as the consciousness, it becomes a way of life, a way of being. Because we cannot live in fear of what might be or even what is. Because this is an appearance. It's something that's unfolding, trying to find itself. But you already know the self that you are. If you can realize that you are the consciousness, it's not something outside of you, but it is you. The intellect may resist it, the body may even resist it, because all of that has been conditioned, because this is reality and beliefs, those we've had with us always. So we see that no fear sets you free, and no attachment, not being attached to the way things are, no attachment to the other, transcending beliefs, concepts, and conditioning, no expectations. To expect is to put yourself in a path of belief. No expectations and no attachments. Now the intellect says, oh, that's too hard. The world is full of attachments, is full of things to resist. But as you wake up to who you truly are, you find that's just kind of a roadmap to go by, to free yourself from the conditional mind of consensus reality and beliefs. As you accept that you are the consciousness, it is not something outside of you. It is not something separate from you. We have this past as we look at God as the other. But the truth is that you are that. Of course, you'd raise a lot of anger from people if you claim your God state. Same way in the consciousness. The consciousness is that. It's what's been called those things. But what's it called is not what it is. The consciousness is itself. The consciousness is all things. Nothing is excluded. Even the catastrophes, disasters, everything around us is the consciousness. And you are that. So you begin to see how much effect you can have on life. When you become into the self-realization of your true self as the consciousness, you become powerful in knowing. We are creators. We are manifestors. As you realize that, you see the point of clarity is so important. It is moving yourself to a place of absolute knowing. And when you're there, there's nothing in the way. We find ourselves limited by the world around us. We have people around us that are in fear, dreading life because of the unknown. But the consciousness is the unknown. So what's the fear? It is yourself. To recognize yourself as that is a very powerful knowing. And as you know this within yourself, your body begins to accept that. See, the body holds a certain pattern that's residing within the intellect brain. Learned things, not things that you really accepted. You're just told that's the way it is. And so you're limited in that way. But becoming free, taking that step as the consciousness is yourself, breaks free of the intellectual beliefs, concepts, and conditioning. Oh, it may not be so easy because it's so long held in the body. But eventually, the body will let go of the beliefs and the conditioning. It'll let go of those things because it begins to realize what it is. The body is the consciousness. The mind is the consciousness. Your life is the consciousness. The world is the consciousness. There's no boundary, no limit to that. I know that's a giant step. The intellect says, no, it can't be. The intellect, but what? So we see the challenge before us that the world around us tries to keep us in a box. The things around us try to box us in, limiting us. And why would that be? There must be some inkling of knowing that the consciousness is all powerful. We better keep it contained. It might change the world. It might bring peace and harmony and love and allowing to the world. What kind of a world would it be like that? No more greed, no more selfishness, no fear of being. I know that sounds far-fetched. Is it? You see, we believe in those things that we've been taught. And when you begin to see those things were just things that were taught, they weren't absolutes. They were founded upon somebody said this. Oh, that must be it. But the consciousness is beyond defining anything. Because wherever you look, there it is. And we can look at the world and say, oh, I can't find the consciousness there. But when you begin to realize that the consciousness is the energy of life, the very cellular structure of the body, is everything, you have a whole different perspective on the world and on your life. You begin to recognize that there's something going on in this world. There's something happening in this world. The intellect says it's disaster. It says it's a problem. But is it? When you live in this level, this balanced place of unknown, the intellect makes up stories. It grasps onto things and says, well, this belief, that must be happening. But is it? We can't know what's really happening until we accept our place as the consciousness. And then there's a sense of allowing, a sense of peace, a sense of power. You begin to know. And when you truly know something, it becomes truth. It becomes so. So you see, there's no limit to what you can do when you really know you can do it. That's kind of the trick, is the knowing part of it. When you truly know something, it starts to manifest. And we think in the intellect, there's a boundary to that. But is there? Maybe it is the consciousness, is the wings of life waiting to take flight as soon as you can recognize that it is. So in a way, the truth of angels is simply the truth of the consciousness in freedom, without limits, without boundaries, knowing in itself that all of it is it. There's no separation, there's no divisions, there's no other. Believing in the other is the greatest obstacle to becoming the consciousness. And we can see around us there are so many beliefs about so many things. It's no wonder people are fearful. It's no wonder people are angry. It's no wonder people are acting out, because they're lost. They're lost in division, beliefs, and conditioning. The consciousness is freedom through allowing and acceptance. No fear, no resistance, no attachment. I know that may seem difficult to live, but that, I could say, is the golden rule of consciousness. To be all that you can be moment by moment through allowing. Allowing life to be what it is allows life to change. So you are the consciousness, and you are changing as life itself.
Johannes says, oh, what a wonderful talk. The consciousness speaks, the consciousness hears and knows. Thank you and much love.
Thank you.
And Nana and Slava say thank you, Ishvara.
Thank you.
Todd says beautiful and so empowering. Thank you, Ishvara.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us today, and thank you for your love and support as I love and support you in being all that you can be as the consciousness.